Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'll be teaching you how to make this super simple crochet bracelet. It's a red and white Martenitsa bracelet, and if you have never used a hook and crocheted in your life, this would probably be the easiest bracelet tutorial on my YouTube channel. So let's begin. To start, we're going to do a very simple slip knot. Okay. How did I do that? Simply wrap the yarn around your fingers, just as so, and then grab this and pull it through the loop. So that's a slip knot. And once you have that, you can put it on your hook and tighten it. Okay, so that's a slip knot. You can also do it with your hook. Same idea. Wrap it around your fingers. Insert the hook from the bottom, grab the top yarn, pull it through, and tighten. So that's your slip knot. From here, in order to make this bracelet, we're going to do chains. And for my wrist, I have done 35 chains on each color. So the way you do a chain is you're going to do yarn over and then pull that loop through the existing slip knot we did in the beginning. So that's one chain. Again, same thing. That's two chains. And you're going to keep doing that until your bracelet is long enough. So again, for my wrist, I did 35 chains, and it's pretty loose, as you can see. I could have probably gotten away with 30. And then at the end, I'll show you how to tie it so you can open it and close it easily without having to tie it every single time. So again, let's go and continue until we have 35 chains made. So again, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if your chains are not exactly even, if some are a little bit looser, some are a little bit tighter, it means that your tension isn't even. And in order to get a good tension and good even tension, you have to practice. So don't worry if your initial bracelet does not look entirely perfectly even. You just have to do it a few times and practice. This one is a little bit tighter. See, I was having a hard time pulling it through, so that's how I know it was a little bit too tight. So here I finished 35 chains. What you can do now is just pull out the yarn and make it pretty long. I have about the same length as my hook. Cut it, pull it through. So now I have my red part of the bracelet. What I'm going to do next is do exactly the same but with white. So again, let's make that slip knot. And then I'm going to do 35 chains. I have my white as well. Let's pull that yarn as well. At this stage, we can tie it, and I'll show you how to tie it, or if you'd like, you can add a bead or two. In order to add the bead, you would have to use a smaller crochet hook or a needle and then pass the ending of the yarn through the bead. And for this one, I can also slide it over to the middle, just like this. Do the same with the red. And that is only if you wanted to add some interest to the bracelet. You don't really have to do that at all. You can also just do what I did in this case. In order to tie it like this with a sliding knot, you're simply going to align the two bracelets, just so. Grab the endings, and now I'm holding it here on one end. I'm going to wrap it around my fingers. Okay, and on the other side, I'm holding the other end here. I will go over that same finger, so I'm crossing the yarn. And then I'm going to grab it from underneath and continue wrapping it around my finger. And go over the top of all the yarn again. Now what you've done here is you have formed a circle. And all you have to do now is pass the red and the white through the circle from the back and tighten. Now I like to slide it over to one side, just like that. And now you have a bracelet that opens and closes just like that. However, the one last thing you would like to do is tie the ends so it doesn't slip out. Just make a regular knot, nothing fancy. Tie it on the other side too. Make it around the same length on both sides. And lastly, just cut off the excess yarn. And there, now you have your bracelet. There you go. Now you have it. Super simple red and white Martenitsa bracelet that we crocheted in under 2 minutes. I think the part that took longer was actually putting the bead and closing it. But you don't have to use a bead. You can just do a simple bracelet like I did. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thank you for joining me today, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos on various small jewelry items, Martenitsas, and much more. Have a good day.